Okay, here I am in Windows, as you can see, right? Very Windowsy. So this video is for those of you guys who are in Windows and want to be able to use Sublime, right? Hopefully we'll be able to have a more powerful solution that let you do whatever you want, but this is one solution you can use in the meantime if you use Sublime. So the goal is I want to be able to make code on the instructional machines. Here I am SSH'd in using PuTTY or Get Bash or whatever. And I want to be able to edit files in Sublime, and I want to not have to SCP or do whatever else. Okay. So what Sublime SFTP is going to do is let us edit files in this remote machine. So let's set it up. So what we'll do is Google Sublime SFTP, and then we'll go here. In my case, I have Sublime Text 3 installed. So I'm going to go to the installation directions, and they're a little weird. So what you'll do first is you'll need to download package control. All right. So Sublime SFTP can only be installed if you use something called package control. So what we're going to do then is go to package control first, and then we're going to say install now. So this is the way you install this plugin into Sublime. In my case, I'm using Sublime 3. So I'm going to copy and paste this right here, which some of you may recognize as Python code. And then I'm going to come over to Sublime and press Control backtick, which is right in the corner of your keyboard. So Control backtick. I guess actually another thing is you could do View Show Console, either way. And then I'm going to copy and paste that Python code. Boom. Okay, so it's installing. Found 2 files. Is it done? No updated packages. Okay, maybe I already had it installed. So maybe yours will say something different, but that's the procedure. After you've done that, we go back to the Sublime SFTP directions. So we've completed this step. So now we're going to open the command palette using Control-Shift-P on Windows. Okay, so I'll push Control-Shift-P. And here's now this box that has showed up is package control. And it says, if we look at the directions, scroll until we see package control, install package. All right. So one thing I'll mention, of course, if I click away, package control is kind of a weird UI because it goes away. So Command-Shift-P. So install package. So I'm going to type install, and it's so smart it finds it for me. I do that. And then I'm going to type in SFTP. Here's a bunch of other packages that are out there, like various debuggers. I wonder if any of those are any good. Okay, so I'm going to do SFTP and push enter. And now it is installing SFTP. Okay, I've installed it. The thing you should note now is that when you press File in Sublime, already there's a new thing. This did not used to be there. What you'll do next is go to Setup Server. And now I'm going to edit my Sublime, so it'll let me edit remote files. So what you want to do is you're going to need to change this line, and this line, and this line. So under host, you're going to put the name of the computer you want to connect to. In my case, I'll put taurus.berkeley.edu, whatever instructional machine makes sense. Then I'll put in my instructional account, my password, ASDF, or no, ABCD1234, and then remote path. What is remote path? Well, what you'll do is when you're logged in to the instructional machines, go to your home directory, I guess, and type pwd for present working directory. And that string will be where you want your remote path to be. This just says the place you want SFTP to start. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'll copy that to remote path. All right, cool. Make sure that all the quotes are exactly like this, right? You know, if you have this or something, right, it's not going to work. Okay, now I'm going to press save. It wants me to save this configuration file. So I'm going to, don't change the folder. It's going to look a little different because it will be actually in Windows. Don't change whatever folder it defaults to, and I'll just put in here 61B. Okay, I'm all set up now. So now when I do File, SFTP, I'm going to say Browse Server. And then once I do that, in this case, it's smart and automatically sent me there. And here what I'm looking at is my folder on the instructional machines. For example, there's a folder here called Hug. And we look on the instructional machines, indeed there are. Now you'll notice I only have 9 things here, whereas Sublime FTP seems to be seeing many more, right? I have, okay. Sublime shows all of these here. So all this stuff is the hidden stuff. These dot files are things that are there that you don't usually think about. So since I always do my work not just in this root directory, but I use this hug directory, I'm going to edit my remote path and add /hug. Okay. And now whenever I say browse FTP or browse server, click 61B. I don't know why that didn't happen the first time. Okay, save, really save. Okay, let's try again. Might have to restart the Sublime window. It really wants to be in here. Okay, well, let's restart Sublime. Sublime. Okay. Okay, so Okay, there we go. Now it's in this folder. All right, let's go into lab 2. Go to double chain, test double chain, edit. Oh, oops, edit. Okay, now I'm editing the file on the remote machine. So if I look here in lab 2 and I go to double chain and I open it up in a command line text editor like Vim, so I look in here and I see, okay, here's that file, 1e minus 6. Okay, so let's change that to -3 on my Sublime installation. I save, and you'll see all this stuff pops up. It's secretly transmitting files like you would with WinSCP or something. And then I open this up, and there's my change. Okay, so I hope you find that useful. I think it's a perfectly reasonable workflow. The only downsides is it requires a network connection to be able to edit anything. I'll mention one little thing about this is occasionally Sublime FTP will hang, and it'll just say ... forever. In that case, what I would recommend doing is copying and pasting whatever you're doing in a new file, and just naming this like local copy because something broke. And then killing Sublime and restarting it. All right, it's just one little silly thing. Okay, so try that out. I hope it's helpful, and we will have a more cool solution, as soon as we can get certain key infrastructural secret things working. Okay, that's all.